Yeah, it is. It is a bit of a sight, and this just shows how how alone and lonely the game of chess is. I mean, we see it on our cam, Gukesh on his screen, on the board, a very difficult position to defend. He's all of 17. He's had a tough start to the tournament, and this game doesn't look like it's going to go his way. He won't be able to save this one. That king on 8-6 is a lonely king, and this is going to be a tough one. And you can see Gukesh realizing and feeling that it's all over.
And we feel for him. He's such an easy person and player to root for. Always working very hard at the board and behind the scenes. He has a team behind him. He really is giving it his all. At the Olympiad, I remember when he lost that game to Abusatarov. He started 8 wins in a row, and then he lost a heartbreaker to Abusatarov, and he cried. He cried. There are photos of it, and I don't want to bring up a sad memory for him, but he also was able to rebound. And it's not like it broke him. It was a tough result in a match that could have gone his team's way. It was a game that just got away from him down the stretch, nerves and stress. But he is here, and he may be losing his first 2 games against Ding Liren and Nishikori. But any player in the world can lose those first 2 games to those 2 opponents. So he needs to keep his head held high. I know you were talking about this, Tanya, that the last stretch of 2022 was not what he was hoping for. He didn't continue going up the rating ladder, but that's not the end of the world. He is so young. He's the youngest player in this field. It's his first time in this environment. He'll be okay.
He'll be okay, but not for right now. Handshakes, and that is it. Gukesh realizes that he can't save this position. We see the 2 players on the board. Anish with a fantastic game, a fantastic win. Robert, what you were mentioning, I think this is what makes this young brigade of chess talents champions, and Gukesh is no exception to that. The ability to get over these things. It happened at the Olympiad, as you mentioned, the round against Uzbekistan, against Abdusattorov, and I remember it was Rishi Anand who was telling the story that after that loss, he was mentoring and he was a guide to the Indian team. He actually would need their help and need his help and his support. He went to see them, but the kids were just busy playing table tennis after that match. They were upset, of course, but it didn't take them long to realize that, you know what, it's fine, it's happened, we've got to get back to the board the next day. And this is what we see right now. Of course, super disappointed with the way the game has gone, but sportsmanship. He sits down to analyze, because what is important for these youngsters is also to learn from these losses and to come out stronger from them.